wants to remind us of where we are?
We're in hell. Sorta.
Kinda.
We're in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And we went through all the heart, did some real dungeon time, and now we cornered this witch bitch whom I can only see her eyes right here.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nice and thematic, right?
Yeah.
yes.
I think there's like one part of the dungeon we did not explore.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only part that I recall is the room where we freed that one warlock woman because none of us wanted to risk going in there and getting locked in.
No, there is another section that you did not. You essentially had a choice: go left or right. And
Oh,
you turned right
yeah.
and ended up on like mimic hallway instead of left. So there's one other section that has not been explored. That is down south of this room that you can see the witch in.
Mm-hmm.
And you do see a little bit of magic. Those of you that can see the pulsing glow from this altar that the witch is in front of, trickling along the walls, disappearing into the wall in that direction. But aside from that, as soon as the door opens and this witch spun around to look at all of you, I also saw movement from 4 skeletons kind of coming to more apt attention and heads whipping around to look at the door that you all are standing in front of. And more vague threats were thrown your way. But, Booker, you're at the front of the group and you also have the first move.
Yes. Hold. Looking at my end of session notes. Vague threats. Those are not vague threats. Quote unquote. Oh, the sacrifices come to me.
Yeah. Those was a very distinct threat, but
those are very distinct. But reminder, we all have healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
Button had 2. It was given to, I think, Trixie to replenish the one she used. So we all have 1, I think, supreme or greater?
You would still have the one that Liliana was
Greater.
given. I'm not taking the one that Liliana. Well, you had the 2 that went from Liliana. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Trixie used hers, replenish, so we all have 1 potion of greater healing. And it says here that we were told the vibe-wise for the skeletons, 2 of them are warrior vibe, 2 of them are captain vibe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And it was, these ones were warrior vibe?
Yes.
These ones captain vibe.
Yes. So red and pink are warriors, blue and green are captains.
Got you. Okay.
They got fancier helmets.
Hell yeah. Undead drip. That is it. Just wanted to have some reminders before we got into it.
Okay. So, question, Z.
Yes.
If I use all 7 charges from the Celestian necklace, do I have to roll a d20 to see if it breaks or anything like that?
No, there will be repercussions that are separate from it. Since this is your evolving item, it does not have a chance of breaking. However, there are other things that will happen.
Okay, I'm going to keep that in the back of my pocket for the moment then. I was going to open up and just be like, cool, true seeing on myself. But Booker is going to instead, I can still technically see her. I'm going to use a bonus action to designate her using my arcane mark. So she is my mark. And as bonus action, I'm going to use my action to cast Zephyr Strike. Because I need speed. My walking speed increases. I'm gonna throw that in chat. There we go. So my walking speed increases by 30, casting it at first level.
Go.
Increases by 30. I don't provoke attack of opportunity or attacks of opportunity, and I get an extra 1d8 force damage on my first hit. Or only I get an attack roll on the attack. So Booker is gonna dash in. So he's going 10.
I do need to see the lines that you're moving.
Oh, you can't see them as I'm like dragging my token?
No.
Oh, okay, hold on. Then I'm going to measure this out very carefully because I don't think I can quite get to her.
I will remind you that attacks of opportunity are a thing.
Not with Zephyr Strike. Specifically with Zephyr Strike, that is. I don't provoke attack of opportunity or attacks of opportunity. But I'm going to run. Can't quite get there.
More so reminding as Booker goes flying in the very impulsive robot that is immediately behind.
That is not that impulsive.
You know this is. I'm gonna move first. I'm gonna move 30 feet in here so that I can see more of the area. So 30 feet is like right about there. Okay, so I can see skeleton, skeleton, skeleton. And then Booker's gonna go 5 feet here and then run down this way. And then get 30 feet right here. I want it to be perfect. There. Perfect. So that is all 60 feet of his movement. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll. So I can, it doesn't say melee. Can I throw my dagger at the witch?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're gonna throw the fucking we're gonna throw Blood Drinker, which is a +2 dagger. I'm gonna use this one. I have advantage, correct?
Yes.
I give advantage on this attack roll. I need it because the first one was a nat 1.
Oof.
Next one was not that much better. That's a 10 plus 9 for a 19.
Just hit.
Okay. Whew. All right. So that's going to be Peanuts damage. 1 for 7 slashing damage. Wink. It's going to be 7 slashing damage, and that'll be his action, his movement, his bonus action. So Booker is done.
Okay. It is the Warlock's turn. As she called out the threat and Booker ran in, this Warlock, who has been, for the most part, kind of hunched over, more in line with all of your heights. Well, I should say, more on eye level with Koya, to be polite. Raises to his full height, now a good 1.5 2 feet taller than Koya. Barely, Jesus. Like head barely brushing the top of these tunnels. And you see him kind of roll his shoulders back as if he is unfurling himself. And okay, I need to double check that spell really fast. What is my range here? Well, very slowly. scoot his way in between. Here. But he has got just barely can't see her from here, unfortunately. So it's going to change his choices a little bit. Why did it... I swear I fixed this last time. And it fucked up my stat block again.
Bruh.
Again. He's just gonna turn around at the red dude right here and cast Eldritch Blast at him. Just to have an attack on anybody. Attack. And that's... he has advantage and got 2 nat 20s.
Are you?
Hey, coup de grace.
So that is 3 bolts. D10. .26 force damage to red here. As 3 sickly purple, almost black shots are flicked from his fingers directly at the skeleton as it starts to turn to head towards this doorway. And Button, now is your turn.
Hello. I'd like to thicken.
Hmm?
Thickening has begun. 30 feet of movement. Fucking not the drawing. Thank you. They can't get very far. But they see keepers right there going that way. They're pretty big. But there's an enemy right here. And it's closest to their friends. So Button beeline. Hello. I'd like you to hit me, please. Bonus action, shillelagh. All done.
I will offer you guys one last friendly tip before the gloves come off for the rest of this fight.
Mm-hmm.
These are undead. Remember this.
You're right. I should be using the guns.
I am not equipped to deal with undead.
Let's kill one and turn it into a thing.
I don't think I can, because it has to be medium, I think, or smaller.
These are all medium.
Oh, they are? Okay. Bet. Kill one.
The only thing that currently is there that is considered a large creature is the warlock.
Understood.
I just was not going to resize these because I needed to have them for visuals.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so it is this skeleton's turn. How far do you move? sir. 30 feet. Weapon. Check this. Say something. Start talking up my ass. Yes. Hi, Booker.
Mm-hmm.
You see this skeleton march towards you very definitively. And realize, even though he's not moving very fast, he does have a spear. As he rears back and plunges the spear forward at you. Let's see here. I should swap to a different set of dice to be fair to all of you. This one stands, but it was another nat 20.
What the fuck? Did you, like, I don't know, snort pixie dust or something this week?
It's the same.
This is why Z wants to use her physical dice all the time.
It's the same miniature dice that I was using for Nathan last night, so I think they have
Exactly.
been blessed, and I'm going to remove them to keep that luck for Nathan.
He's
To be
gonna
fair
need
to
it.
y'all. In response to you watching through the entirety of Lord of the Rings, which did you know she finished Lord of the Rings, Joe?
Eee.
Oh,
Watched all of
congrats.
them finally. We'll go with the
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Lord of the Ring dice.
Hell yeah.
But that will be other things. Where's my D8? There it is. 12 damage to you
12.
as it pierces right across your thigh as you spin it to respond. And what you know, next up, this captain who also comes in close. And he's going to come in close and kind of raise his sword, but rather than as he swings it down hitting you, he clangs it against the shield that he has and uses his call to action, which allows all three of the others to immediately use their reactions to hit.
Okay.
Booker?
So
I'll be fine.
they're not all hitting Booker, but they all can strike.
Okay.
So Pink
Can
luckily
this one
rolls
reach anyone?
a 3. So he is fine. Or he's not hitting Booker. Red will hit you, Button,
Okay.
with his long sword.
Wait, red will hit Booker?
Red will hit Button.
Oh, okay.
For 4 damage to you. And then the other captain pulls out a longbow off of his back. And we'll use that to hit. The warlock.
You said it was 4 damage to Button?
Yes.
Okie doke.
Because I'm assuming a 19 hits you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It doesn't happen to be poison damage.
No.
Okay, understood.
On this is going to be a plus 4, so that's 18, which I do believe hits the warlock. Oh, for sure. That hits the warlock. Damage to warlock. Okay. That was warrior, captain, witch's turn. And let me see what she has here. I'm gonna save that. That'll be fun. Load up. There we go. That's not going to be useful for Booker. You got really lucky. She's not going to use that on you. This should work. Sorry, I'm reacquainting myself with a couple of spells. I need an intelligence saving throw, Booker.
Okay. I'm, in theory, very good at these. Is this from the witch?
It's from the witch, yes.
Okay, so I think I get a bonus to my save on this. Yes, I get 1d6 to my save. It's an int saving throw?
Yes.
Rolled like shit. That
You're
is...
looking for a 16.
It's not high enough. That is a 13.
She fires a mind sliver at you. Will be taking 3d6 psychic damage.
Oh, Jesus.
So lucky for you, she just rolled like absolute shit. So it is 7 total damage. However,
Okay.
the next saving throw that you make, you must subtract a 1d4 from. So I'll go ahead and roll it now.
Gotcha.
The next saving throw, you subtract 2 from.
Okie dokie.
And now it is this captain's turn. He's going to come up here and face off with this warlock. He's charging in a little too fast for his taste. And that is just going to hit the warlock's DC. AC, I should say. 9 damage on the warlock. Koya, you're up. Charlie?
I'm here. This will hit 25.
Red has been hit for a decent chunk. Button is squaring off with him. And then Warlock is facing down Blue Dude.
Button will die before Red steps forward.
And Booker is getting surrounded and pelted.
Okay. Oh, I only have 5 more feet of movement, so we'll swing at this one.
Okay.
Go in with the blade first. And then second attack would be the blunt end.
17 will hit. Or 18 will hit. 27 will hit. Ooh! 24
Goddamn.
total damage. Okay.
Cool. Go off.
That will knock this one down. Now, let me see. You see it crumple to the ground. And there is just enough time, both Button and Koye, the two of you turn, start looking for the next target, and then you both hear the rattling of bones as it starts to pull itself back together.
That's fucking undead fortitude.
Unless it is damaged in its killing blow with fire or radiant. It will potentially start to pull itself back together. It has to roll above a 10.
Oh.
Oh, it's like Elden Ring. Let's go.
Understood.
I think that will be it for me for now.
Okay. What you know? It's old 1 HP over here. Starts to pull himself together, and right as an arm that had been knocked off by the glaive strike comes sliding across the floor to reconnect, it slides right up towards Button's legs. And let's see. The 16 hit.
Yep.
Eight damage as it cuts across the leg and slowly stands back up, propping itself back up before it starts to straighten out again.
Okie doke.
Trixie's turn. Joe.
Okay. So Trixie is going to use a bonus action to Astral Arms. And that's going to be, I think it's like 3 key points or 5 key points or something.
Something like that. I will give you the little pointer you want to do that within 10 feet of an enemy.
Well, the Astral Arms, they have a 10-foot... Oh, you're right. They deal damage when they pop out.
Yep.
You're right. Okay. So first Trixie is going to move. How fast can Trixie move?
Yes.
Like, fast. 60 feet, I think?
Fast. Is monk.
Well, it's only if I use the Step of the Wind. I think her
She has
normal speed
45
is...
base.
Yeah, she does have 45.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to do her little buzzing, and she'll go around to the back side of this one with exactly 45 movement. I assume that she can fly in and around and get behind it.
Yeah. Since you're running a character that is not yours, we'll hand wave a lot of stuff for that.
And then she'll Astral Arms, which will deal some damage. Let Let's see if she wrote down how much damage it does when
I know it's a
arms
dex
happen.
save. Which he rolled a natural
Key
1 on.
point. Dexterity save equals 2 rolls of your martial arts die, which her die is a d6. I remember that one. We'll use a separate set of dice for Trixie. That's going to be 5 and 3 for 8 damage.
Okay. So again, old 1 HP over here. It's knocked down. See if he gets back up. That's a nat 20, so yes.
Okay, so now Trixie is just gonna attack, which is gonna be 2 attacks with the astral arms. That one, because she uses her wisdom instead of. Oh, it's the same. Okay, well, does a 16 hit the skeleton?
No, not quite.
Okay. Then does an 18?
18 does.
Okay.
She has advantage,
18
right?
will get there. Does
She
she?
does. 'Cause
Mhm.
there's a
Oh,
true flank with
oh.
Koya.
Okay. So then the first hit, the second one is an absolute miss. This one though, with an 18, will deal astral arms damage, which is going to be I don't think they deal any. They still deal normal damage. They just
Yes.
reach further.
Yes.
But that's going to be 6 plus her wisdom for 10 damage from the first astral punch. Second one misses. And then it's only 1 key point to activate the arms. Holy
It
shit.
goes down again. Let's see if it comes back up. It does.
Get knocked down, and I get up again.
Ah,
It's fine. It's fine.
this is why I prefer digital dice. Then, I mean, Trixie will just use a bonus action to attack again. That's gonna be a. Oh wait, I have advantage. Nope, didn't matter. That is a 17, which is a miss, and that'll be Trixie's whole turn.
17 will hit. So
I thought you said 17 hits. Okay, well,
Yes.
thank God.
warriors, the
Then-
2 warriors are looking for 17 for the AC.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of the rest of them are looking for 18 for the AC.
Mm.
Gotcha. Then this will deal 6 damage.
And wouldn't you know, it rolled a 9. So, this one stays down.
Let's go.
God.
Wait. Wait. I have my reaction.
Mhm.
Z, can I have the zombie?
Let me double check and see if there's anything on this really fast. You can turn it into a base zombie if you would like.
Let's fucking go! Hand that shit over.
Hey, the Trixie button wombo combo.
Let's fucking go! Koya knocked it down. It kept springing back up. Trixie got it to stay down. And Button's raising it back up again. Let's fucking go! Dream team. Alright. This zombie is now covered in fungi and mushrooms.
Nice.
Do you have a zombie thing?
Yeah, it can only do the slam attack from the zombie stat block, which I've got on my sheet here.
But do you have like a zombie like token thing yet?
Ah, I do not. I don't have space for token. I could get one.
So, if you need this one to move, just tell me where to move it for right now, and we will work on getting you a zombie NPC block later.
Okie doke.
But now, I'm assuming that was Trixie's turn, yes, Joe?
Yes, that would be everything.
Congratulations, Cyrus. Trixie just took down a skeleton that popped back up about 4 times.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
Megan's turn.
Skeleton man.
That's why she has 4 arms.
For your sake, Iris, since you missed it, the skeletons have a nice little thing that, unless they are killed by either radiant or fire damage, they roll, and if they roll above a 10, they come back up with 1 HP.
I feel like I've encountered this before, but I don't know if it was with this group or not.
It's
Zombies.
just
It's a zombie,
it's a zombie thing.
It was in Strahd.
Uh,
So now it is Micken's turn, and doesn't really want to come into this room at the moment. Not gonna lie. He does, however, have a nice high-level spell slot still. High level for him, I should say. So you just killed him. So it should technically be safe. To get right here, behind Trixie still. Trixie will protect. And he is going to drop a Dust Devil, which I'm going to represent with a nice magic weapon. Right here. To deal with those 2 fuckers. So it will not affect them this time. But it will affect them on their next turn. You just see a whirlwind suddenly appear behind the 2 skeletons next to Booker. Booker, you can feel your coat and everything start to whip around you. It is not nearly as violent with you an extra 5 feet away as it is for the 2 skeletons who start to rattle in their armor. Quite literally. But it is for making an impressive show of magic. Booker, it's your turn.
Go, wizard boy, go. Okay. Booker is going to draw his other 2 knives because he needs stabbing tools right now. And he is going to turn onto the green one and start spinning up the blender. He is going to I don't want to use a spell slot for this, but I might have to. Oh, wait. No, duh. Yeah, fuck it. Booker is going to back up over here, and he's going to draw to 2 guns. And this is going to provoke, but I don't care.
Okay. So, I'll provoke from the captain. $14 hit.
14 will not hit.
Okay.
Okay. Then Booker's going for the double Theramorph ray guns. He is going to aim at green first. I'm using a die that I really shouldn't be using because it is incredibly cursed and rolls very low most of the time. But I've never used it for a character. So that is an 18.
Well, just hit green.
Hey!
Hey.
So that's 1 for 5, 11. I almost maxed out damage. That is 17 radiant damage. Shot number 2, still going at green. That's a pretty good roll. 24.
Okay, that'll hit.
It's 4, 9, and God, I suddenly can't do math. 4, 9, and 6 is 15. For 15 radiant damage. And can I assume that this was true. I don't know if this is true, but can I dual wield them and like get a bonus action shot or no?
Do you have 2 attacks from the already with your spell blade?
Yes.
At disadvantage.
A disadvantage? That's fine with me. Then doesn't get much more disadvantage than that. 3. That's a miss, but that's fine. And as a bonus action, don't think. No, that was technically Booker's bonus action. So that's attack, and bonus action attack. And that'll be Booker's turn.
Hi.
Just shooting him up.
One action. What's that? Okay. Booker, you were suddenly aware of a looming presence behind you as the warlock completely ignores the captain in front of it, stepping closer and reaching a long, half-desiccated arm over your head towards this witch. And suddenly you see a void open. The space between the witch and the captain. And all of you, Trixie and Micken would also see this, but all of you hear shrieking and screams of what sounds like dozens upon dozens of people in absolute fear and pain as he unleashes a howling void attack. So these need wisdom saves. Guard captain will fail. Double check the distance here just to make sure. Actually, no. Just be her. Which he will pass, so she will only take half damage. It's 3d8. That's 8. Take 8 damage this round. And just as quickly as that shrieking void opens, it sucks closed. And there's almost an eerie silence for a half second afterward. Almost like all of the sound in the room was absorbed into the void as it closed. Before you hear the rattling of bones and armor and metal again. Ben, it's your turn.
Hello. This one is dead.
Yep.
Oops. Hop, hop. They can't get very far. Boom. Beeline. Next target sighted. Can I reach?
Can't see exactly where you ended.
Right over here. I went down.
It's just out of reach for you, unfortunately.
Fucking. Okay, fine. I see how it is. Chill touch.
That'll work.
That'll work. It's like when I get my hands, you're too fucking far. I can't reach.
I have short legs!
I have short legs, short arms.
See, I feel like that's like the one thing that like Button would consider seriously upgrading on their body is like everything else the same, but just giant ass like legs underneath.
Yes. That's gonna be a 27 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Yep. And that's going to be 2d8 for chill touch. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, that's going to be 9 total necrotic. And I'm assuming because it's a skeleton, this is undead.
Yes.
So it has disadvantage on attack rolls. Against... Oh, wait. It can't regain hit points till the start of your next turn. If you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. Okay. So, attack disadvantage against Button until a Button's next turn.
Gotcha. Is that your
I
turn?
don't think Button... Would anyone like a word of healing? Is everyone okay?
I'm still good.
Okay, cool.
Still in the green.
Alright. Cool. In that case, Z can have new zombie lumber over.
How far can he move?
He can move not very far, only 20 feet. So I don't think he would not be able to make it here. But could
He can make it essentially right behind you if you want him to come towards you. Or over to the warrior, I guess.
Yeah. Over to warrior guy. That might be better.
Okay.
Attack! He gets 1 slam attack! It's going to be... not... You know what? It's not gonna hit. It's only a 12, but it's the thought that matters.
It's another body to throw at these guys.
Exactly. That is turn.
Alright. Now it is this one's turn. You have provided a new target for him. He's going to turn around and with his spear attack. Dirty 20. For damage to you. But he will have to do a strength save because he's not smart enough to move away from the Dust Devil, unfortunately. They have, like, negative intelligence.
You said 6, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait. He starts his turn here, right?
Yes.
And I just got my reaction back, right?
Yes.
Because con save.
Is it against poison?
No.
Okay. Well, that would be... 17.
Fuck. Okay. I see how it is.
And then strength save... 14, which just is under Mickens' DC. So he will take 1d8 bludgeoning and goes 10 feet in a random direction. Six damage to the warrior. Going clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which direction does he go? Let's see. 1. Oh no!
Oh, no! Fucker!
I'm fine.
When I get my hands.
And then this one is going to take a step closer to hit you, Button,
Mm-hmm.
as you are now the closest to him. You are within striking distance.
Come at me,
Well-
bro.
Would he? Would he? That one has its reaction, that one hasn't used it yet. I changed my mind.
What? No, you can't. You can't do that.
I still can.
What?
He's going back there, stay back there, smack the shield. Use the call to action again, so both blue and pink get attacks. Blue does another dirty 20. Pink does a 16 hit you, Booker?
No, 17 AC.
Okay, so
A.
you are safe. But blue will attack your zombie, since it just came up and decided it wanted to get in his face.
Yes.
That is 7 slashing damage.
Okay. So it only has 1 HP. But I don't know if it has the zombie feature.
I don't know either. That's not
Because it
something I
doesn't
can cross.
say it doesn't.
Look at that. This is your fungal infestation, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have to... It would have its undead fortitude, but you still have to have that con save.
Yep.
So it's 5 plus the damage taken. So he just rolled, what? 7?
7.
12
12.
is your DC.
Okie doke. Alright, zombie. That's a 6 plus 3. Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to move, just for my sake,
Mm-hmm.
this guy's over here. He's dead.
Okay.
Because I know you
Goodbye.
fuckers want to loot things, but also if you're reanimating things, I can't delete them.
Okay. Understood.
But the captain does have to make his strength saving throw as well. 15, which just meets. So he takes half damage and isn't pushed. Four total damage. It is Witch's turn. And she doesn't like any of you guys right here. Not a fun time to her. I'll check what this spell does again. Okay, that's 30 feet, so they have to move a little closer. She's going to step up right here. You just see a hand raised in your direction button.
Mm-hmm.
She casts Blight in your direction. So I need a con save.
Con save. Now, I have a
Wait,
thing.
Isn't Blight one of those ones constructs are immune to? They're either immune or I think double. I don't remember.
Oh, that's true.
And Button is a construct in disguise. Oh shit.
She will.
Hey.
She will still cast. Then sees Button. You feel the moisture draining from the clothes. Your clothes start to get a little crinkly and unpleasant.
My mushrooms!
All the mushrooms on you are dead. Just
No!
instantly dead. They're gone. Because that
No!
is one of the effects. Like, if it's not a magical plant, it's
Mhm.
instantly disintegrated, pretty much.
Only the unthickened have survived.
Mhm. And then, let me see this.
Kinda.
I only remembered that because one of my sorcerers and one of my first characters got screwed by that clause. So
I should have remembered it because Button also has Blight.
But she sees that attack doesn't hit, so she falls back to another spell she can cast as well. You just hear a hiss of annoyance. And strikes out with Toll of the Dead instead against you.
Oof.
So I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okie doke. That's going to be a 27. I rolled another 19. Let's fucking go.
27? God damn.
Hey.
Yeah. 19 plus 8.
Okay, so
And that's a saver sec, right?
yes.
Yeah.
You just made me waste an entire witch action.
Let's fucking go, Button.
I don't
This
feel
witch is
bad
like,
about
what
what
the
I
fuck
do
is
next
this
time.
thing? What'd you say?
I don't feel bad about what I do next time.
Oh, I fear. I felt so happy, and he just replaced all of that happiness with so much fear.
I'm gonna kill this thing before she goes next time. But that's her turn. Now it's Blue Guy's turn. He's gonna come around, swing at this warlock. 16 will definitely hit him. My dude's taking a lot of damage. Well, that's as little damage as he can take from that, so I guess that's not bad. Koya, it's your turn.
Sorry. We're gonna squeeze by Macon and Trixie here, and then immediately join Button. Oh Lord.
Get him. And flanking with Booker, right?
Yes, blinking with Booker.
Mhm.
Do you have advantage for those beefy hits that you make?
Get him.
Okay. Koya's gonna raise the glaive, point it at the witch, then take the glaive and swing it like a baseball bat at Pink.
Go! Call your shot. Let's go!
Let's go.
Attack 1,
Damn.
attack 2.
You really did call your shot, huh?
God fucking damn.
That will kill the first one. Let's see if it pops back up for that second hit. It does not. So, if you have something else you can do with a second hit, I will let you do the second hit on another target.
Fortunately for this turn, that's all my movement. I will action surge and just yeet myself at her. Hold.
So you take a dash action.
No, action surge. Sorry. Words.
So for action surge, he fucking infected me.
Alright. Yeah. Dash.
Yeah.
I
So
misread it.
Gives you one additional action, so you can dash or you can attack again.
For dashing.
You get up in her face. She really doesn't like that.
Mhm.
That is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Trixie.
I see.
Hmm?
I just want to say this before we move on. A zombie, Gib.
Is it within your range?
It's 10 feet.
Yep, yep. Zombie.
Thank you.
Zombie number
I just
2.
want to state it for the record.
Iris.
I'm researching something really quick. Let me use this first. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Damn. Okay, actually, I have a request.
Mm.
Could I, if I tried, pass obviously, could I grapple this person in a certain way?
In a certain way?
Yes.
I don't know what that means if you're
Because
trying to imply
because
something.
because because of Trixie's arms
Uh-huh.
in particular. So I was looking up if grappling stops spellcasting. It does not, because you can still talk, essentially. Could Trixie, if grappling her, cover her mouth?
Chokehold. Chokehold.
If you get a nat 20. If you get a nat 20,
Well, fuck
yes.
it, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm pretty sure I can get, yeah. I can get over there.
Fingers crossed.
Boom. And Joe, you triggered the astral arms, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
I did.
Thank you. That'll make this slightly easier. Okay. So this is an athletics check, right?
Contested.
Okay.
Which, I mean, she's a witch. She's not got great, but let's see what this bonus is. It's a 19.
Okay. That's not a nat 20. That's
You do grapple
a
her, though.
19. Fuck. I tried.
That was very
right?
close. That was a 19.
I tried. I mean, I don't think there's anything else I can do, so that's my turn.
Grappled.
Again. He's concentrating on that, so he can't cast another concentration spell. Is there something else he can cast here that's gonna be useful?
Firebolt.
It would be very useful if he had Firebolt. I was not prepared.
Rip.
Touch spell? I think that's a touch spell. No, that's a 30-foot range. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. If it's 1 or 2, it goes to Booker. If it's a 3 or a 4, it goes to Button. Let's see what we get. It's a 2. Enjoy your haste, Booker.
Oh shit, let's go. Zephyr Strike and in haste?
Zephyr Strike has been used, I believe.
Ah.
And then he's just gonna leave the Dust Devil there for right now because it's fucking up this guy over here. And double check that doesn't do anything. Cast this to get that out of the way. So, as he will just like move this Dust Devil just a little bit, and as it does, little bits of rock and pebble start to be sucked up into the vortex, and eventually the area immediately around his vortex starts to become obscured. Booker.
Dusty, even.
Hmm?
Also, sorry I got up. Thank you for the haste, wizard.
2
thumbs up, wizard boy. Booker
Hell yeah.
is going to move like just like 5 feet. Like step over here, and he's going to aim at green with the ray gun. And we're gonna open up on this bitch. That is, I don't have advantage, because I'm not in melee, right?
No.
Okay. What is my 2 hit? plus 7. 25. That'll hit, right?
Yep.
That's gonna be 3, 5, 6. 6 damage. 6 radiant damage. That is the most pathetic roll yet.
Oof.
Attack number 2. That is an 18.
Will just hit.
God. 2, 8, 10. 10 radiant damage.
We'll kill it. And it stays down because
Yes!
it's radiant.
Let's go.
This bitch ain't getting back up. No, sir.
Mhm.
That is
And then
outside of 10 feet.
Booker.
You don't have us. No zombie for you.
Aw.
I think you can only have one going at a time.
No, there's no limit to it. I can only just do it amount of times equal to my wisdom mod.
Oh, when you said no limit, I was about to be like, you could just fucking collect them?
Up to
They-
5.
Up to
Up to
5,
five,
and they
okay.
last for 1 hour.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Booker is going to pivot on his heel and shoot the last 2 shots he has at blue. That's going to be remarkably consistent on this die. An 18 to hit.
That will hit.
This is my haste attack for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 radiant damage. And then I have 1 more attack. Because I get 2 for my action, 1 for haste, and 1 for dual wielding. But this one is at disadvantage.
Yes.
Wow, this is the first natural 20 I've rolled on this die, and it doesn't fucking count.
Oh.
Aw.
Just roll it twice.
I almost rolled it twice, but instead it's tilted to the side and gave me a 2.
Ooh.
So that is not a crit
one.
fail, but it's definitely not a success. So choom, shot goes wide.
Rip.
And then Booker is going to use the rest of his movement to go. He can move 20 feet. He's going to move. Oh, wait. No, he can move way
Hasted.
more than that. He's tasted. Yeah, he's
Mhm.
fucking zipping out. He's fucking purple lightning. He's going to zip right over here.
Put yourself a counter down, though.
Oh, you're right. Let me. Where's like a speedy looking icon? Shu is speedy. 9.
Ooh.
There you go.
And that's your turn, yes?
That is my turn.
Okay. Warlock. Getting real tired of this skeleton behind him. Just keep stabbing him. So, he is going to whip around and use a life drain on him. Well, that'll definitely hit. D6. And con save for this guy. That's going to fail. Does 13 points of damage. That's his turn. Button, you're up.
Ugh. Okay. So, on one hand, I should probably not blow my only 4th level spell slot. On the other hand, I kind of want to cast Blight onto this bitch who tried to cast Blight onto Button.
Do it.
But she
We're
might
probably
be
going to rest not long after this. So I say shoot for it. Why not? Fourth levels are meant to be used eventually.
But she also might be undead.
She
It
might not be.
Any
Plus,
possible
it
vibe
would
check?
be it would be quite poetic to be like, Blight. Oh wait, you're immune? Darn it. Aha, Blight. Oh wait, you're immune? Darn it.
Yeah.
Fuck
See,
up her duds.
is she like visibly, obviously undead?
Not obviously undead. She looks really fucking weird though.
Okay. Wanna flip a coin? This bitch killed Button's plants. How fucking dare you? Button is just going to move a little. She wants line of sight. Come here. Tap. Boop. Bun is going to look at her. Raise up one hand. Very much like Yoda. Raising up a single hand. Gonna try and cast Blight.
Okay.
Con save. Well, does it have an effect?
Has an effect.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Cool.
wouldn't
I don't
say
have
cool yet.
8d8. What'd you say?
I wouldn't say cool yet.
Okay, well. Oh well.
Oh no. Oh no.
Something is going to happen. I don't know what. I don't have this many d8s, and I'm feeling lazy. Whoop. 36.
Does necrotic damage, right?
Yes.
Describe to me what blight looks like to you.
For Button, Blight looks like. Do you know when it's winter and there isn't snow on the ground? However, the grass itself is frozen and it's crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine for Button, that's what it looks like. Things kind of freeze over and are just sucked. All signs of life are sucked out of it and are just replaced with like a chill.
This, you reach out your hand to cast
Mhm.
blight. There is a
Mhm.
moment where, in fact, you do see moisture starting to leave this figure, switch. You can see, not unlike yourself, where clothes start to be affected. The long length of her hair starts to dry. And then she turns just these manic golden eyes in your direction. In the like snarl of rage that she had as everybody started coming at her, turns into this twisted smile. And you suddenly feel the magic that you were sending start to be sucked back. Necrotic heals her.
Well, this bitch.
And she just starts to laugh. It's your zombie turn.
You couldn't have known. We were too hype about you doing it.
Yeah, not your fault. You couldn't have known.
That gif is me right now. You know what? It's fine. Everything's fine. Zombie turn.
Mm-hmm.
Can the zombie squeeze to get to the other one?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. That's what he's going to try and do. He's just going to try and land an attack. Does a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Cool. Cool. D6 plus 1. 5 total bludgeoning.
Ooh, what just happened? Ryan.
This fucking... I feel like I walked right into one of these little traps.
To be fair, you guys don't walk into many of my traps.
Mm-hmm. You cast a spell that I had on me.
I will at the very least applaud you for taking it in stride and not being like upsetty spaghetti about it.
Damn it.
It's up to you for being a good player.
We're gonna
Good
have to
sport.
just hit her harder.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Go ahead, Trixie, get her!
And Button is now close enough that next turn she can start fucking smacking her too.
Smacked.
But it is her turn. And she is laughing as you have healed her. In fact, you see some of the cuts that have made it to her start to heal over very quickly. And then she turns and looks at Koya. She is a good head and shoulders smaller than you are, Koya. She's a very slight, slim figure, almost skeletal. And you just see that manic grin stay, and she tilts her head in a unnatural fashion. Oh. Another one of you survived. How about a little reunion? She says. She leans close, as up close and personal into your face as possible, while restrained still by Trixie. And Trixie, you see her just twist a hand, thumbing a ring off her finger and clasping it in her hand. And there is a sudden glow back in the center of the room. Let me grab this. And then turn this into... Suddenly, a massive figure lands. And at first, most of you don't recognize it, but Koya, you turn your head, and you know this person. Though spectral, not quite the same. That's Tamaru. A mage of your people. One that followed one of the gods, but you never paid much attention to. But was devout and in fact devout enough that they led one of the initial charges when you attacked. As they turn their eyes to you, you see just a moment of recognition and desperation, and then their eyes glaze over. And though that is Tamaru, you don't think that there's any control left at the very least. He lands. He will take his turn immediately after her, as he is technically a summon. add this in really fast.
On God, Koya, if you just look at this and go, Dad, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Not allowed.
Not
Okay.
bad, but not great either.
Oh no.
You can't say Z please to me, Charlie. You're the one that wanted tragedy. You asked for tragedy, I give you tragedy.
Me reaping. This is great. Or me sowing. This is great. Me reaping what I sowed. Wow, why the fuck would anyone make this? I hate this. This is terrible.
Whose idea was this?
Let us. There. Oh, I have that shit in there. So, it is Tamaru's turn. And for the sake of the notes, it's Tamaru.
Oh wait, what fuck? Hold. Tamaru.
Yes.
Hey, I got it.
Maru.
Take a few steps forward. And double check this. Oh, I forgot he had the season. I gotta take a few steps forward. Yes, this is good. This is good shit. I like this. Do you see the large chained whip that Tamaru used? Was only one of the only ones that specialized in it. Slashes out to hit you. Hoya, as the one directly in front. Let's see here. It's an 18 hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay, I need a strength save.
Giant fucking corpse that wasn't a corpse before. It was just a separate person.
Okay, so you managed to avoid that little fun bit. But you
Oh
will take the
boy.
damage. This. And why did I forget math? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 slashing damage. As you are now grappled. If you would like to try and escape the grapple, it will take a DC 18 escape attempt. You are considered restrained. But you feel the tug immediately after. And Koya would know this. Nobody else would. Those that are trained in weapons like this in your home world, back on Bodhi, they took great pride in their ability to grapple and restrain, and then use the restrained person as a weapon in and of themselves by throwing them around the battlefield.
No
Holy
shot.
shit.
You're about to be fucking turned into the weapon.
So, you can remain grappled and restrained. However, as long as you remain grappled and restrained, you will continue to have to make strength saving throws or risk being turned into a weapon against one of your friends. And that technically will count for both of those. So that is Tamaru's turn. He enters the battlefield, and I imagine Koya is less than thrilled, and all the rest of you. This is a big guy. You don't quite know what he's capable. It's now the captain's turn. The captain will again strike out at the warlock. Actually, no, he just got damaged by the zombie. He's gonna go for the zombie. 19 will hit, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. Actually, AC is 8.
For 4 damage. So that's a 9 you have to pass to get the fortified up.
Still got it. He's still up.
It's your turn to play the up and down game.
Yup.
Koya.
This is great, guys. We're
Koya,
having
you
so much
okay?
fun.
Koya, you okay?
No, they're not. They're very much not.
You're not okay. Mom, pick me up.
I feel like my flow chart just went out the window.
So, for your information,
Remember the flow chart.
do you know what the restrained condition does to you?
I could use a reminder.
Okay. So your speed becomes 0, you can't move. And attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. You can still attack. You can still attack anybody that you can reach. It's just that while restrained, you have disadvantage on those attacks.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unless you have a reason to have advantage, and then it just becomes a straight. So, like, technically, he'd have a straight, or they'd have a straight attack against the witch right now because they are restrained by Trixie. Or you can use your action to attempt an escape, but that would use an action.
Yeah, I think that's the plan here. I'm having regrets, guys. Is it
From your
strength
sewing?
check?
Yes. So it'd be your athletics.
Athletics, gotcha. Oh.
That is not enough, unfortunately. Do you have anything you'd like to do with your bonus action?
Don't think I can do anything. So that is it for me.
Alright. Trixie.
So, y'all want advantage on this lady, or y'all gonna focus on this thing?
Well, Button literally cannot attack the witch.
You don't have bonk?
I don't have what?
Bonk?
No. Because right now, Button's weapon and melee weapon attacks do an additional d6 of necrotic. It just does additional damage. And until they get rid of their temp HP, or 10 minutes pass, they won't stop doing the additional damage. And that'll just probably negate any other damage that Button does. So it'll just probably overall heal her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So Button is going to have to focus on the other guy. I don't know about anyone else.
Joe, your thoughts?
Well, Booker is going to focus on the witch, but he does have a ranged weapon. He can split fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have an idea. I don't know if this is a concentration effect or not.
I will point out also that your offhand disadvantage throw would be negated by an advantage given by restrained.
This is true. I think it's very cinematic to be like, Koya, fucking take that thing out. Just not realizing what we're asking Koya to do. Wrestle the big one.
What do we see from Koya? Do we see any reaction from them at all?
I think it'd be visible panic. Like, you do see recognition. This person is not undead, right? Like, they had a moment where they were conscious. That's what I was understanding.
They do seem spectral in this moment, but they did have consciousness too. And I will say, give it to you for free. Now that you have a face, you know that's the voice.
The one that Koya's been hearing this whole time?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Miss God.
Mm-hmm.
Spectral, does it mean dead in this case? Or because we are kind of weird spirit things, would it be that natural state?
It could mean that, it could mean other things.
Gotcha.
Not fully sure.
Bug bean. Sorry. Okay, at the very least, Koya is not hostile towards him.
Okay.
Just a healthy dose of panic.
So I'm gonna pop this real quick. And I just want help with the ruling on this.
Okay.
It's gonna roll something, but I'm not trying to roll. I'm just trying to get the effect here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. In that last paragraph area, the unarmed strikes. No, the one above the last paragraph. When you make. No, sorry, it's just the last section. Yeah, where is it? You can use your spectral arms to make unarmed strikes.
Huh?
Does that mean I can still hold the grapple? Or no?
Against unarmed strikes against the witch?
Yes.
Yes, I'll say it will be a straight, though, because you're kind of awkwardly punching into something you're, like, also grappling. So you wouldn't get advantage from it.
Yeah, it's like punching their ribs.
Yeah. But you can just make some straight rolls to attack.
He has 6 arms right now, I think.
Mm-hmm. But there's a difference between striking outward and, like, swinging your fist in towards, like, your chest, trying to hit. So...
Bug.
Alright, I'll accept that. Then I'll do my unarmed strikes. Normal. 1.
Okay.
And then am I going to have to use one of my actions to also hold the grapple, or no?
I don't think you have to.
No,
Unless
it's usually
Unless
the
she's trying to get
grapplee.
away.
Yeah.
Okay. Then second attack. And then bonus action.
17 will miss.
I'll bonus action flurry of blows. It's 2. Damn.
Valiant attempt, though.
Mm-hmm.
Anything
You're
else
up,
you'd like to
Booker.
do? Micken first.
No, it's more Trixie being like kind of shifting a little bit. Here's your target.
I've got her.
So this will use up the very last of his 3rd level spells if he does this. However, boy has hit the panic button because he is now separated from the group on the opposite side of problem. So he's gonna step back this way a little bit, so he's more around a corner and is going to do a straight line. Yeah, that shouldn't hit anybody, I don't think. One more time. 5 foot wide line. Yep, nope. I'll use
Get
his
'em.
resonating bolt against Oni.
Oh no.
Oh, the wind and the cacophony of the wind from the Dust Devil that is still going on is just joined by a streak of thunder arcing out from Micken as he sends an attack towards the Oni. Let's see, dex saving throw. What's your bonus, my dude? Nothing. He fails that miserably. And that will be 8d6. Which I will roll in here so I don't have to do the math for this. $32 damage. Against big guy. And we'll kind of slam this vortex, or this dust devil into him. Getting well into the personal space. So that it might damage him next turn. That is Micken's. He's gonna go back around this corner, see the captain there, decide he doesn't want to be there either, and is just gonna end up right here.
Oh, Wallace safe.
Booker, it's now your turn.
Okay. Booker. I need to read this ability so that I can understand how it works again, but Booker is going to use I think he's going to use his spell strike ability. Yes. Okay. So he is going to withdraw Beast Claw Knuckles and drop one of the ray guns. And he is going to charge forward. Or first, he's going to use a bonus action to load the Beast Claw Knuckles with a spell. And the choice is damage or control. She's a spellcaster. Her con save's probably not that good, right? He is going to load blindness, deafness, maybe?
You have advantage right now too. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this way, because if I hit, I'm more likely to hit, which makes it more likely that the spell will stick.
On who?
On the witch.
Yeah, blindness? Blindness would be good.
Blindness? Yeah.
A lot of spells
Booker will
are
load,
a target you can see.
Booker will load blindness, deafness onto his Beast Claw Knuckles. Let me tick down his little haste number here. There we go. So he's hasted. So he is going to use a bonus action to cast blindness, deafness on his Beast Claw Knuckle dagger, and he's going to run up, and he is going to attack with the Beast Claw Knuckles, and we're hoping for a win here. Big money, no whammies. Do have advantage. That it doesn't get much better than that. That is a natural 20.
Hey.
Let's go!
Bless. Let's go. This is the first natural 20 that counted with this die.
Hey!
This I cannot tell you that this die was so not well behaved before this. I don't know why I grabbed it, but it's been doing me right so far.
Knocking on wood.
So that's gonna be where am I fucking damage again? Beast Claw Knuckles, 4. That is 2 plus 4 for 6 piercing damage. Sorry, 7 piercing damage. 7 piercing damage. And she has to make a save for blindness, deafness.
That's a con save.
And it is a con save. Let me throw it into chat. Is a DC 14 con save.
Let's see, what is her bonus? She rolled an 11, so it's very much, where did your bonus go?
Hey,
We're a total of 13.
that is just very low. She's blind.
Let's go!
Okay. We're going in for more. We're just going in for damage now. That's gonna be another stabbing with the Beast Claw Knuckles. Is gonna be a 21 to hit for 9 damage, and she will take bleed damage on her turn because it's an odd numbered roll. That's 2 attacks. And I get my haste attack. That probably doesn't hit. Does an 11 hit? Oh wait, I have advantage.
Oh, I'll say 11 does not hit.
Okay, that 11 still doesn't hit.
Oh.
And then for the last one, Booker is going to back up, and he is going to shoot with the Ceramorph ray gun, which will be at advantage, so it's just going to be a straight roll.
You're backing
That'll
up out of
be-
her range.
True, but she is blind.
So you'll roll at disadvantage. She can still
What?
try to strike out.
Did your Zephyr Strike already drop?
True. Did what?
Did your Zephyr Strike already drop?
Oh, it only lasts until the end of the round. It's very short.
Oh, is that like a custom class thingy?
No, Zephyr Strike doesn't last. It only lasts till like you use it. And he used it the first round.
Oh.
It's not a concentration long thing. It's a you hit and use it, and it's gone.
I guess I always interpreted it differently, because I always thought it was you get the one hit, you use it, but it's a concentration up to a minute, so I thought that you're still movement for no opportunities would last that long.
Well, I would have to focus on blindness deafness now anyway.
Yeah.
But
Let me see here.
I mean,
Does
I would
a
argue that she doesn't.
16 hit.
16 does not hit.
Okay.
God bless. But
She rolled an
Booker
18
will
and a
shoot.
16.
We're just gonna hope that radiant damage hurts her more than regular damage, with a 23 to hit.
On the witch.
Yes,
That'll hit.
for the ray gun. It's gonna be 5 and 16 radiant damage.
Okay.
And as Booker is moving in and attacking and focusing on a spell and doing all this shit, he's going to look at Koya and be like, "Can you take that giant thing out, please?"
It is the warlock's turn. That has been distracted. Okay. I'm going to. It's really fast. Double check myself. Everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, the warlock has hit a point of like, I don't like this. And is doing the classic caster thing of fireballing, almost.
Oh God.
I need a wisdom
Then
save
you
from
are-
everybody.
Okay.
Wisdom saves. Here we go.
Who wants advantage?
Oh.
Wisdom.
I feel like
fuck.
Koya and Booker are the two that need.
Yeah, I should be fine. I got a 24.
Yeah, you're fine. You're looking for a DC 15.
Wisdom is Booker's worst save. Booker got like a 7. Sorry, a 9.
Yeah, Booker's definitely getting that.
What about yourself?
I can't use it on myself.
Oh.
That has already been specified.
I forget.
And I will also point out, I believe this is the first save that Booker has had to make since
Yeah.
getting hit by that one spell, so you have to take 2 off of it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So it might be better to get Koya.
Yeah.
Okay, Koya. Sure.
Roll your save again, Koya. Let's hope it's
I
higher.
lead others to a treasure I cannot possess, Trixie.
God damn.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Please.
Oh no. This group is not good at saving throws, AC.
Wisdom is supposed to be something I'm good at.
Yeah, you rolled a 2 and then Charlie rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 3.
Wow.
Oh boy.
3, 2, 1.
Counting down. Maybe I'll cycle back around. But let me see
What?
this.
Anything to help here. Sorry, friends.
So everybody, and I will do this because I forgot he also is included. Okay.
I have what your urgent needs.
Thank you.
If you failed, you take 20 damage. If you passed, you take 10. And you are considered frightened of the warlock in particular.
The warlock, not the witch.
No, this is the warlock.
You rat
Excuse
fucking
me?
bastard.
I told you, he hit the, like,
That's
caster panic button.
I see something.
Button. It's your turn.
Hold. Just give me a second. I've gotta.
Distracted by whipped cream, I see.
Sailors and whipped cream. You know, they go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Hello. Sorry. Deals have been struck.
Is he trying to finish off the whipped cream again?
I'd hope not. Don't you dare finish it. Stop! Okay, so Ben took 10 damage, right?
Hmm?
Put it back! Honestly, Liliana did a lot worse. I'm sure we'll be fine. But, okay, so this guy is spectrally, right?
Yes.
Is Koya still grappled?
Yes.
Or not grappled, but restrained by the... It's like a giant chain thingy?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you zoom into the picture, the thing that he's got between his two hands is kind of spiky.
Oh,
that's it.
That don't look pleasant.
No.
And Button doesn't know that Koya knows this guy, right?
Well, he's not said anything.
Mm-hmm. Button is going to tap, 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 move up to protect friend. But also, action is going to be used. Push, pull, yoink Koya out of the hold. So that Koya can fight.
So I believe we have ruled that if you're wanting to do that, you roll your attack
Yee.
versus the save, which is 18.
Okay. Where the fuck
Your spell
is
attack.
my... There it is. Alright, that's going to be a dirty 20. Wait, I can't fucking math. 19. 11 plus 8.
All the same. Koya, you're now freed.
Let's go!
You get yoinked by Button all of a sudden.
I imagine tap, 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 tap. I will protect you. However, I do need you to be mobile. Yoink. And they still got their zombie, right?
Yep.
Is this captain not fucking dead yet? Alright. Nope. Attack! Fucking one of these days, one of them is gonna go down. It's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Let's see. Oh, max damage. 7.
7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Set your turn.
Yeah, that's a full button.
Just gonna get rid of that so more. Witch's turn. She is blinded. She has been hurt. She is not happy. She is still grappled.
She's not having a good time.
Forcing me to read the technicalities of these spells.
Got somatic? Nope. Need sight? Nope.
That's a C.
See, it's component, right?
Huh?
Component for C?
Or
Well,
do you
if
mean
it-
SEE?
Yeah.
Mm.
She needs a visual.
Between Trixie and Booker, you're really making Z work.
This one doesn't need it though. Hey Joe, because you're the one she's facing. I believe Trixie said she has turned her this direction essentially.
Yeah.
Give me an int save.
Now, I don't have a -2 to this one, right?
No.
Okay. Booker is supposedly good at int saves. Hey, that is really good. That is 24.
Okay, so that will pass that one. So that's the save or suck for that. And can she use this? So you see her try to twist her fingers a little bit in your direction, Booker, but the magic doesn't quite find grip on your mind. So instead those hands turn to try and strike at Trixie. Let me see. Disadvantage for this. Say disadvantage. Is she technically restrained? I don't think she's technically restrained. I think she's just grappled, right?
Just grappled. I think you have to grapple twice in a row to restrain.
So 22 hit you, Trixie.
Yes, it does.
She twists her hands around and you hear an unnatural pop and crack as her hand goes completely backwards and she scratches down on your arm and does 12 slashing damage.
Fucking Maligma vibes.
That is her turn. It's now the Oni's turn. But you have deprived the Oni of a weapon.
They don't know that, but
Got yanked out of his fucking spike whip. It's now on the ground. So let's see here.
Oh, I thought you meant Koya being free. Because Button wouldn't know what they plan to do with Koya. They just worked out that way.
That's gonna hit. I don't want to tell you that number because then you're gonna be mad.
Is it like 30?
Not quite.
What is the number? Tell me.
26.
Yep. Sounds about right.
So 9, 13 slashing damage as it slashes out at you with the whip now. You are now grappled. Escape
hello.
DC 18.
Understood.
And now I need a strength save.
Okie doke. So, are you sure it's a strength save?
I'm positive.
Alright, that's gonna be a 6.
Okay.
Oh no. Koya, please.
So now you're about to find out
Help.
one of this Oni's specialties.
You know what? It's fine. This is what Button would want. Trade
So-
places with Koya.
1 is gonna be the Warlock, 2 is gonna be Booker, 3 is gonna be Trixie, 4 is gonna be Koya. Let's see what we get. That's a Booker.
Oh no.
Always a booker.
Also, did you remember that you had haste last round?
Yes, because I
Okay.
bonus actioned and then attacked my 3 times.
Okay, just double checking. Let me read this very carefully so I don't do more or less damage than I'm supposed to.
On the bright
Another
side, Button's
creature
pretty
assaults
light.
surface. Both creatures must succeed on a DC 18th strength save throw or take 15 bludgeoning damage. And be stunned until the end of its next turn. On a successful save, the target takes half and isn't stunned.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna pass this.
So, Booker, you just you hear the snap of this whip, and then suddenly there is a button flying towards you.
Fuck. Yeah, that's not even close. 12.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna need another strength save button.
Okay. I got an 11.
Hey, 15. Actually, to be fair to you, it's either 15. I will roll this to see if it gets lower rather than as average.
10 HP gone.
It is 11, so it's 11 damage. But you both are stunned next round.
Okay, so that's an additional 11, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're both stunned.
This Oni will need to pass a dex save. Dust doubles right there. Doesn't have any bonuses to his dex. And it just fails. Bacon's not doing a lot of damage, but at least he's doing consistent damage. That's all I can ask from the wizard. Alright. And then the skeleton captain. Gotta fucking go after this zombie again until it's dead.
I get knocked down.
Let's see. 15 to hit.
Yep.
5 damage. So it needs to
Yeah.
roll a 10.
Okay. Come on, buddy. Stay in this. Stay in this. Let's go. Got an 11.
The two zombie minions duking it out in the corner is my favorite thing here right now. Koya, how we doing, buddy? You're muted in Discord.
Sorry. Yes, we're doing bad.
Koya.
Huh.
Oh no.
I mean, now that we're out of the restraint, I'm just immediately gonna pop a regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Koya's gonna click her tongue. Hold the glaive and not quite pointed at tomorrow, but it's she'll frown deeply and just shout, "Tomorrow, knock it off. This ain't you. I know this ain't you." And she'll whip around and strike at the witch. I think we're gonna go attempt 3 charges of the Earthshaker.
Yeah.
You have it on.
Oops.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Uh-huh. Try it again without the charges.
That will hit. 11 damage.
And we will use bonus action to attack with the blunt end.
Ow.
I believe that is it for me.
Alright. So you start wailing on this switch. And that manic laughter has finally died down in all of this chaos. Trixie, it's your turn.
Very simple.
That'll hit.
And with that, can she make a con save?
Which?
I'm gonna use Stunning Strike.
Oh,
I'm
It
pretty
is
sure that
DC
failed.
15.
Oh, that failed.
Yes!
get there, city.
And I can still attack! So, like, she's stunned now. She can't do shit. Can I just let her go and attack her?
If you want.
She's
She's blinded and stunned.
Creature. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can't speak and can speak only falteringly. Yeah, fuck it. That way I get advantage on my attacks. And flurry. One second. Yeah, no, that's it.
So 24 will hit. Oh, hold on. I'm
Oh, yeah,
confused
these
at
have
what this is.
advantage?
What?
So the 10 and the 11 are the vantage rolls, right?
Correct.
Okay. How
Which
it's
that miss.
popping up, it just looks very strange, and so I was trying to parse
Yeah.
out what it was. 24 and the 22 will hit.
Sweet. That's my turn.
Cool. It is Micken's turn. Well, we're just gonna work our way down the spell list. No more level 3s. One more level 2. It's gonna try and help you, Button. Does Button choose to escape this?
Are you talking like the spell Micken is
Yeah.
casting on them?
Yeah. Micken is casting Vortex Orb.
No. Button feels a lot of things at the moment.
So Button would
Mostly
try to
pain?
resist.
No, they would not try to resist.
Okay. So you
They trust
willingly
Micken
fail,
implicitly.
and you get yoinked back here.
Oh, hello.
You just feel that wind around you. You've never had Vortex Warp on you before. Booker has
Nope.
experience with this one. Just that wind wrapping around you, and then suddenly you're tugged and sliding through the air very fast until you're just very carefully set down.
I imagine Button was on top of Booker.
And now the chains are just laying on top of Booker as they fall empty. No more Button. And Micken just like blinks, waves, steps aside again.
Button lifts a head up from the floor to look at Micken. There is a slightest bit of a wave before they just collapse again.
And Booker, it's now your turn.
Booker's stunned because he failed,
Mm-hmm.
so he can't do anything.
Pain.
Now the
Starfish
Knight's
on the
turn.
ground. Pain.
And I knew what this one does. See the white start to reach into a little hidden pouch in his robes and pulls out a handful of what looks at first to be black dust he throws at the Oni. And very quickly moves his fingers and mutters something under his breath and will cast Circle of Death on the Oni. So, con save needed. Take half this damage. 8d6. Teeth. And be a little bit more cautious this time. That should miss everybody this time. That's his turn. But you're stunned. Is your stunned round? Witch's turn.
Pain.
However, I will say your zombie is still up, so your zombie could still attack, I believe.
Smack. Two zombies duking it out in the corner. At least I think. I can't see this one. It's still there, right?
Yep.
Does a 15 hit? I don't think so.
Nope.
That's it.
The witch is stunned this round, I believe, as well.
Yep.
Oni's time. He's being hit a lot by the warlock, so he's going to grab the warlock. Actually, let me read this really fast. Diaz Magi. Ooh, that's very mean. I'm not going to do that. That's very mean. I'll do this one instead.
Thank you for being merciful.
Not merciful by much, but definitely better than the other option. I will grab this really fast. Yeah, that will get everybody over there. Need con saves.
Con saves from the group.
Yes, Booker, the Witch, Trixie, and Koya.
That was a good one.
That'll pass.
That is a 25.
So everybody but Trixie passes.
Trixie.
Trixie hasn't taken much damage.
Yeah, but she never passes saves.
I haven't
get her
taken much damage. I'm under half health.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing great.
Trixie.
39.
I'm down.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I had 21 health.
The stunned condition is gone from Booker, right?
Yes.
Then I can use close wounds.
Close wounds.
And if he pass, I don't know the math for that. Half.
20.
Half of 39, 20.
40.
Wait. Hey, Button.
Mhm.
You got 2 reactions in you. Booker's also down.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What's...
Which means she is no longer blind
What is
or
half
restrained.
of 39 for me?
out of range?
It's 19 if you round down, or 20 if you round up,
Okay, so 19.
which is exactly Booker's health, or it was.
So, Button's out of range for closed wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, we know what Button's gonna be doing next round.
Mm-hmm.
The witch looks very fucked up, by the way. Still standing, but very fucked up. That is Onia's turn. Use the cone of cold to just ice over everything in front of him. And as he sees both Trixie and Booker fall, he ignores Koya and turns towards you, Button. But that's the end of his turn. Which means I need another dex save from him. Fails that. He sucks at dex saves. D8. 3 more damage. Now it's the captain's turn against the zombie.
This little slugfest in the corner.
He misses as well. Koya. 2 of your friends are down. Tamaru has turned towards another one. Witch is still up, and you see her stirring and starting to rise to her knees.
Okay. So
Tamaru Domo Yamate.
okay. We're gonna use second wind.
Good call, good call.
13. Hit ourselves with another regenerate. Okay, and we're going ham on the witch again.
Let's have it.
First attack,
That'll hit.
second attack,
That'll hit.
Oh, shit.
bonus action with the blunt end.
That'll hit.
God damn. 30.
Get there, city.
Get
Population,
the witch,
please help
bitch.
us.
If I had closed wounds, I'd use it.
New objective for the party.
Population, it's the thought that counts.
That is it for Koya.
Trixie, I need a death save.
Yep. 1 second. I forgot to put my health at 0. There isn't a thing where if you take too much damage, you automatically fail, right?
If you take double your health.
Oh, okay.
Or, and then of course if like the witch turns around and attacks you while you're down, then you automatically lose too.
How do I roll? that a pass or a fail? I forget.
That should be a pass. Yeah, it's
Pass? Okay.
you're looking at
Mhm.
10. Above 10, it's a pass. Below 10, it's a fail. A nat 20 is
Oh.
2 passes. A nat 1 is 2 fails.
It's been forever since I've had to. So.
Mhm.
Welcome to the new world. Micken. He saved Button. Button is back here. His friends are down. He's not thrilled about that. However, there's still a giant Oni that he is very scared of. So we're going down to first level spells. He has 2 of them.
The spell economy is in shambles right now.
Well, shit. None of his first level spells that he naturally has are damaging spells. All he has is magic missile from his wand. How many more casts of that does he have? Not a lot. He will use all but the last charge to risk destroying his wand to attack this guy. That's going to be 3, 4, 5 total darts of magic missile at the Oni. Gonna be lazy. Five d4 plus 5, 15 damage. Guy's still up though. So we have spent Micken on just about everything but cantrips. Booker, like a death save.
That's a 14.
Okay, nice. Warlock. Is going to... Did I close this thing? I did. Shit. Eldritch Blast again. It'll just barely hit. Not a lot of damage, but better than nothing. Button, it's your turn.
I imagine that if Button had a heart, it would be racing and beating out of their chest. But they do not. Does not change the fact that this is not a good situation. Alright. Trixie has heals, right?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Trixie doesn't have close wounds?
She doesn't have any more spell slots.
Ah, gotcha.
Mhm.
Where?
Right. And Booker. Alright. Trixie is gonna... Sorry, not Trixie. Button is gonna go ahead and healing word Trixie. Because you don't have spell slots, but remember you have potion of heals, greater heals. For the love of God, please get Booker up. It's gonna be 9 HP. Max heal word. And that's my last first level spell. Okay. Rationing. Cool. Trixie's back up. Button can't do anything about Booker. Booker is too far. Well, it's a bonus action, so they're going to use their action. They said this Oni guy is looking at Button, right?
Yep.
Mushroom up in thicken.
Imagine there's just a little tiny button like had learned from somebody. Oh shit.
It sounds suspiciously like Booker. Just fucking picks himself up off the ground. Mushroom up. Walk forward. Don't look to the wizard, for the love of God. Look at me. And zombie attack.
Zombie attack.
21.
That will hit.
5 damage.
It's almost chewed through this guy.
Slowly but surely.
Okay, let me look at your shit again. It's the witch's turn.
Oh, that wouldn't have helped it.
So, I'm double checking this with you. Well, I shouldn't, because she wouldn't know. Never mind. She staggers up to her feet after being beat down by Yukoya and launches herself at you. And we'll first use a claw attack. .21 will hit, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
.16 damage. And then she will launch a ray of enfeeblement at you.
Oh, God.
So I need a... Oh, that's her attack roll, spell attack. That didn't land in the tree, I'll re-roll it. 19. Assuming that is past your AC.
Yeah, sorry.
We're almost done with it. We will pause the combat as soon as we deal with the last one or two things. We're almost there, Charlie. So that means, for foreseeable future, half as much damage until you manage to interrupt her concentration. Your hits with weapons that use your strength modifier only deal half as much damage. At the end of each of your turns, make a con save to try and end the effect. Oni's turn. And Button's squaring up with him, so you know what? Say might be close. Like chain. Oh, not close. 18.
Wait. Shield.
Hey!
Hey!
And that lasts for this round, so he's going to try and hit you with the spike chain on the backhand again. Let's see if he rolls higher. He does not. Clutch use of shield.
Whew.
So you did not get turned into a melee weapon again.
Let's go.
Captain's turn. That'll hit. But how much? 5, so 10.
Okay, buddy. Come on. Come on. Fuck. Wait. Does he have a bonus? It's gonna be a 7. Con saving throw. Plus 3! He's still in this!
Koya, is your turn.
Okay. How's the witch looking?
Very fucked up.
Would I be able to use my action to give Booker the potion of healing?
Yes, you can. You can go over there and use it. Takes a full
Drink,
action.
baby bird.
It takes a full action to give somebody else a potion. It takes a bonus action to drink a potion yourself.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. Because Koya knows he does damage.
Little damage triangle over here.
Joe, would you like to roll the 4d4?
No, please, by all means. I'd like to see how little strong Koya's
How little?
potion is. I
Jesus.
believe that's good. That's above average, right? I don't want to do the math.
You're back up with 13 HP, Booker. Would you
Sorry, go ahead.
would you like to use your bonus action for something, Koya?
Can I do anything? I think I'm good.
What were you saying, Joe?
Booker just like his eyes will like roll awake. He's got several bruises that are inflicted by button, not as a choice of buttons.
Fucking heavy. They're made of metal.
Alright,
Like
Trixie.
a fire hydrant.
You have awakened flat on your back. Booker is also flat on his back. The witch is not paying you much attention, is focused on Koya, who also looks not great.
Well, that was a bad idea.
Huh.
Can I still attack, or does it, like, do I have to get up? What?
Yeah, you will have to get up, which takes half your movement. But other than that, you can do
Okay.
whatever.
You're a monk,
Cool.
so that's like nothing.
Yeah, do a little, what's it called, a kip up? Where
Dance.
you, like,
Hell yeah.
lean back
Yeah,
and-
the cool way.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
I'm gonna do that. I'm going to attack, which I don't have my astral arms in.
Nope.
It's just regular arms,
I think
which are still a lot.
I would still think Trixie. Like, I think Trixie would be too pissed off to think about the astral arms in the moment.
Yeah. Well, no, it's more matters for me on what I roll. That's all.
will
Holy
hit.
shit, moly.
And you know what?
With that,
That'll
Oh.
kill her.
Oh,
Get her!
How would Trixie do
The,
this?
well, I was gonna stunning strike this, So I'm just gonna add that as flavor. So the stunning strike was her freaking knocking the witch down, like doing a leg sweep, and then the kind of 2-hand punch, like straight to the back, like the back of the neck kind of area.
To
Push her down.
swipe her down to the ground, you hear just a heavy thud before your fists connect, and there's a almost sickening crack. Part of you is satisfied by the sound, part of you is almost horrified by it. And this woman at first seems to just lie like a dead body, but then you see twitching and jerking, and think of the death throes of an insect as it curls. She shrinks and shrivels until all that's left in front of you is desiccated husk curled on the ground. And Koya, you see this final hit and look over your shoulder towards Tamaru. And you see, as Tamaru is winding up for another strike towards Button, there is a slight twitch and flex, and the next whip out attack, rather than hitting Button, is very clearly intentionally diverted and just skims by the top of Button's hat. Nice long slice in the fabric. Better than being hit by it, I imagine. And you can see the heavy breathing. For a moment, Tomorrow just kind of like looks around, blinking, seeming to place themselves before they start to fade. You see their eyes land on you, Koya. Surprise, and then happiness, and then continues looking, and eyes land on the warlock. And suddenly he reels back as if to try and strike again, but fades. And that is where we will leave it for this evening.
Okay. Good session.
We